Alright, so you've been asked to use the even and odd properties to find the exact values of each function. There's two of them here. The first thing you need to do is understand what that value means right there, negative pi over 6 for this, in this case, and you're taking the tan of that. So what you need to do is know that negative pi over 6 is equal to negative 30 degrees. So you start at the standard position and you move down 30 degrees, or pi over 6, whatever you're more comfortable with. It honestly doesn't matter so long as you know what this creates over here. This right triangle here has the 30 degrees across from the 1, negative 1 in this case, the square root of 3 up top across from the 60 degree angle, and 2 on the hypotenuse, which is directly across from the right angle. And now remember, what you need to know is that tan is equal to the opposite over adjacent. So in this case, the opposite from the angle is negative 1, and the adjacent is the square root of 3. So negative 1 over square root of 3, you rationalize that, and then you end up with negative square root of 3 over 3. For part B, you're given secant of negative 300 degrees. And so starting from standard position over here, you go all the way around from the fourth quadrant, third, second, and pass through into the first quadrant, and you're left with 60 degrees in this angle right over here, in this corner. So, same thing again, we're using the same triangle, just turned around in a different way. So across from the 60 degrees still is the square root of 3. The hypotenuse is still 2. And this time the 1 is positive because it's an x value, starting from the middle to right over here. So in this case, secant is just the reciprocal of cosine, 1 over cosine, as you can see here. And cosine itself is adjacent over hypotenuse. So if you're left with... before I should probably explain this in the next step too. Secant of theta is hypotenuse over adjacent, which is exactly the flip of cosine, right over here. So your hypotenuse is 2, and the adjacent angle, is 1. So 2 over 1 is just 2.